Okay, how to write your own training program. Now, recently, a lot of people have come to me and asked me if I can put something together for them. The truth is that most people, or most of the people that are watching this channel, don't actually need that because they've not plateaued yet, they've not hit a resistance level that they can't break through. They're just getting into running. And if you're just getting into running, this is gonna be worthwhile you watching this video. The key is to look at what typical runners are doing. When you get into running, it's about starting to form the habit. So starting to run every day or every other day or a certain amount of times per week. And I'd always say, if you can start off running 3 times a week, gradually increase it to 4, then 5, then 6. I run 6 times a week because I know that my body needs a rest day. Really important to have a rest day. But once you've inserted the habit and you've got to a point where actually you enjoy getting up and going for a run and it's become part of your identity, it's become part of who you are and part of what gets you up in the morning. You look forward to it. You look forward to the morning coffee afterwards. You look forward to the run. Then you look forward to getting to work or whatever you're building with that increased creativity, increased productivity. You know it makes you a better person. And once that habit is inserted, then what you need is structure. What I mean by structure, I've talked in various kind of levels to different people recently about structure. Essentially, we want to keep running really simple. The reason we want to keep it simple is this. If you go on a vitamin and supplement and protein website, and this is the type of thing that you do if you're getting into the gym or you're getting into running or you're getting into sport in some way, you want to look at all levels, and that's brilliant. Fantastic that you're becoming so excited about it that you're actually researching how to get better. But you'll go onto one of these websites, okay, I need creatine, I need vitamin B, it says I need vitamin C, vitamin D, or maybe a vitamin A as well. Oh, then I need some glucosamine for my knees and joints, etc. Before you know it, you've got 30 tablets, different proteins, protein bars, all this kind of stuff, and you've made a lot of changes. And so if in 3 months you are a completely different athlete and super fast, how do you know what worked and what didn't? And so what you need to do is you need to move forward with everything forever because you don't know what worked and what didn't work. And so the point is, exactly when I always talk about gradual, increasing everything gradually, whether that's your long run or whether that's your interval session or your total volume, it's exactly the same with the structure in the initial periods. So what I mean by structure and keeping it simple, there's no need to, you can plug something off the internet for free, you can put something into ChatGPT, this will give it you. Keep it simple. Wednesday is my interval day, and that's when I teach my body to run fast and I'm building speed endurance. Sunday is my long run. The reason it's my long run is because if you're working a full-time job, that's usually at the weekend you've got more time and you can go out there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, an hour, whatever your long run is at the moment. And that's building my endurance, my body's stamina. And both of those things, as I always say on this channel, both of those things feed really nicely into each other. But you've got to start small. So that interval session, you may have seen recently a video of 20 times 400 meters, 6 times 1,000 meters, 3 times 10 minutes. That's not you right now. If you're starting with structure for the first time, that structure for the interval session could look like something like 10 times 1 minute with 60 seconds walk or rest in between. It could be as basic as that. And then the next week, you might do 12 times. And that already is a 20% increase on what you've done. But when speed is new to you, and running fast, if your background so far has been you got into running 3, 4, 5 months ago, let's say at Christmas, you've kept it up and you go out and run 3, 4 times a week, every other day, and you just go for a run at an easy pace. That's great, that's a great start, you've inserted the habit. Now the structure, once you sort of add speed, it's almost like, still running, but it's almost like it's a different activity because it's going to be taking a little bit more out of you. It's going to be adding a little bit more muscle damage. Exactly the same if you think about the gym. If you've been doing fitness and the purpose was to lose weight, that may be different than if you're going to the gym now and you're trying to build your pec muscles or you're trying to build your upper body and you're doing muscle weights with weights that are heavy enough to stress the muscle, to microtend the muscle so that it will grow back stronger. Exactly the same with an interval session. To be gradual and sort of start with something like 10 times 1 minute, start to understand how to control that minute, how to control running fast for a minute, how to gather yourself afterwards, to bring your heart rate down from what it is to what it should be, to go again and control 10 times 1 minute, to get your breathing under control, and then feel what it feels like the next day when you're recovering, and then the next day after that, and how long it actually takes your body to recover from that session. Get in the practice as early as you can, so as soon as you start the structure, of warming up before your interval session. It's a massive mistake that I see people make. If you're going out there for an easy run, recovery run, doesn't matter as much because you're going to be sort of checking your body out. Is it recovered? Is there any tense spots? Is there any tight spots? Do I need to sort of stop and stretch? It's not as important, but it is important when you're going to ask your body to run fast or you're going to ask your body to run far. It's important to warm up. And that warm up will look something like 10, 12, 15 minutes of you getting your body up to a point from walking to the pace that you want to run in the interval. And that's really important because you want the 10 times 1 minute, for example, if that's your first interval session, you want to be hitting those first couple of reps hard. You don't want to be sort of out of control, and control is the key word for intervals. You want to be in control of the session, both cardiovascularly, but also the way that you're moving out of over the ground. And that speed will improve your biomechanics, will improve your running economy. And again, that nicely ties into all of your running, but especially the long run when you're asking your body to run far. Because what essentially it will do, if you're used to running a quicker pace for the interval, then when you're running far, that will become more comfortable. Your heart rate will be lower, it will feel like less effort, because essentially you feel as if you're working in second or third gear and it feels quite easy. So then the long run on the Sunday, whatever your distance is at the moment that you can run furthest, that's your long run. And if that is in minutes, even better. So if your long run at the moment is you can do 50 minutes or you can go out there and run 10K or 8K, that's your long run. And the key is gradually increasing that over the weeks. So for long run, you want to stay at a point effort-wise where you can have a conversation if you want. So you can be running with a buddy and have a conversation, ask questions, answer questions, maybe not get out full paragraphs or full explanations, but you can sort of have a conversation. That's the effort level you want to be at. Again, you want to warm up because essentially you're putting your body through something, you're stressing your body by sending it long. And so you want to have a good warm up. And again, afterwards, you want to have a good cool down. You want to make sure that you've got something out of that session. There's going to be super compensation, there's going to be improvement. You build in endurance, you build in stamina. Then afterwards, you bring your heart rate back down, you get your body walking again, you stretch where you need to, and then go again. And that's the simplicity of structure and adding structure into your week. So if you're running and you just go out there and run half an hour, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it is you do, if you then get to a point where you can do at least 4 runs per week, and as I said, I do 6. So if you do 4 runs per week and 1 run on the Wednesday is your interval day, 1 run is long run, then what I would do is have a rest day after the long run on the Monday, have a rest day on the Monday, and have a rest day after the interval session on a Thursday, and then run easy again, and recovery run / easy run on the Friday. So you have another rest day on the Saturday, and you run easy again on the Friday. So it's essentially every other day, apart from you're going to be running on the Sunday, and one of the days you're going to be running the day after as well. But really, really easy. And then from there, think gradually. So a few things are going to be happening and increasing. Your total volume of hard work, total volume of fast work in the interval is going to be improving as you gradually increase that. The total volume of you running far, your long run is going to be increasing. So that's going to be increasing gradually, and I'd say add no more than 10% every week. So if you run 10K one week, 11K the next week, that's going to be increasing. The total volume of the week is going to be increasing. So even if you're going out there and just running 30 minutes on your easy runs on the other 2 days, because your interval session total volume is increasing and your long run is increasing, the total volume is going to be increasing, and therefore you've got 3 increases. You're running more fast stuff, more fast running, more of a long run, a longer run, and more total volume. So that all has to be gradual because you're increasing 3 things. So you've got to constantly be thinking, is my body sore? Am I properly recovered? I don't want to get injured. I don't want to get sick. I want this to be a smooth progress curve, and I want to get the optimal result for my body. Good luck, and if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also, if you then feel as if you're plateauing and you've got the best out of what you can figure out and you need help, let me know in the comments below. Thank you.